The crystalline throne of the Vexari Empire had stood unchallenged for 3,000 cycles. Their fleets numbered in the millions, their armies conquered galaxies, and their resources seemed infinite. When the Vexari discovered humanity's small cluster of colonies on the edge of the Orion Arm, they expected another swift victory. What they found instead would shake the foundations of their empire. Commander Meili Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Defiance, watching the Vexari dreadnought approach. The alien vessel was massive, easily 5 times the size of her destroyer. Its crystalline hull glowed with an ominous purple light, weapons arrays visible along every surface. According to intelligence reports, this single ship had obliterated entire planetary defenses. "Captain, they're hailing us," reported Lieutenant Casper Blake from the communications station. "Put them through," Millie said calmly, straightening her uniform. The view screen flickered to life, revealing High Inquisitor Zelthar, his 6 eyes arranged in 2 vertical rows, his crystalline exoskeleton reflecting the bridge lights. When he spoke, the translator rendered his clicking mandibles into cold, arrogant speech. "Humans, your military registry shows 47 warships. We have reviewed your planetary infrastructure, 12 colony worlds barely terraformed. Your resource extraction is primitive." He leaned forward, his mandibles spreading in what the translator identified as contempt. "Surrender now. The Vexari Empire has destroyed civilizations 10 times your size." Millie smiled, a gesture that seemed to confuse the alien commander. "High Inquisitor, your intelligence is incomplete." "Impossible. Our scouts have surveyed your entire territory. We know everything about your pathetic civilization." "You know what we wanted you to know," Millie replied. "Tell me, did your scouts venture beyond the Barrier Nebula?" Zelthar's eyes narrowed. "The radiation levels make scanning impossible. But we detected no life-sustaining worlds beyond." "You didn't look hard enough." Millie gestured to Casper, who began transmitting data to the Vexari ship. "Lieutenant Blake, show them what they missed." The view screen split. On one side, Zelthar's expression shifted from arrogance to confusion. On the other, stellar maps began populating. Hundreds of star systems, thousands of worlds, infrastructure that dwarfed anything the Vexari had detected. This cannot be real." Zelthar's voice rose an octave. "You have 47 ships." 47 ships you can see," Casper interjected, unable to hide his grin. "That's just our forward patrol group. The rest of the fleet is stationed where you never thought to look." Millie continued, her voice steady and professional. "Humans learned early in our history that the best defense is unpredictability. When we encountered our first alien probe 70 years ago, we made a decision. We would show potential threats exactly what we wanted them to see, a small, weak civilization barely holding together. The Barrier Nebula wasn't a natural phenomenon you avoided," Casper added. "We've been maintaining it artificially for decades. Behind it lies the real human civilization, 400 colony worlds, 16 shipyards each capable of producing what you call a dreadnought in 3 weeks, and a fleet numbering not in the dozens, but in the thousands." The color drained from Zelthar's crystalline features, or rather, the bioluminescence that gave him color dimmed significantly. "You're bluffing. No species could hide such a massive civilization." "We're humans," Millie said simply. "Deception is one of our oldest survival strategies. Our ancestors hunted creatures 10 times their size using nothing but cunning and patience. We've simply applied those same principles on a galactic scale." Casper transmitted another file. "These are real-time coordinates for 12 of our shipyards. We're giving you this information deliberately because we want you to understand the situation clearly. Send scouts. Verify it yourself. We'll wait." For the next 6 hours, the standoff continued. The Vexari dreadnought maintained its position while scout ships ventured into the Barrier Nebula. Millie used the time to review tactical reports with Casper, both of them maintaining an outward appearance of calm, while tension hummed through every deck of the Defiance. When Zelthar's face reappeared on the view screen, he looked diminished somehow, despite his imposing physiology. His eyes, once sharp with predatory confidence, now darted nervously. "My scouts confirm your claims," he said quietly. "The shipyards alone. One of them is larger than our primary construction facility. How did you accomplish this without any other civilization knowing?" "The same way Earth's squid hide in plain sight by manipulating light," Millie explained. "The same way our ancestors survived ice ages and predators by being smarter rather than stronger. Humans don't announce our capabilities until necessary, But why reveal yourselves now? Selthar asked. You could have destroyed my dreadnought, made it appear as an accident, and maintained your deception. Casper leaned forward in his seat. Because we don't want war, High Inquisitor. We've studied your empire. You conquer weaker civilizations because you believe it's the natural order. We're showing you our strength not to threaten you, but to offer you a choice. The Vexari Empire can continue its expansion, Mealy said. But humanity will not be conquered. We're offering trade agreements, cultural exchange, and mutual defense pacts instead. Or you can attack us and learn firsthand why Earth's predators learned to fear the clever apes who use tools and strategy instead of claws and fangs. Selthar was silent for a long moment, his mandibles working soundlessly. Finally he spoke, his voice carrying a new emotion the translator identified as respect. The Vexari Council will need to discuss this. No species has ever... We believed ourselves the apex civilization. Every apex predator eventually meets something unexpected, Millie replied. Humans have been the underdog for most of our history. We've learned to be very, very good at it. As the Vexari dreadnought withdrew, Casper let out a long breath. Do you think they'll choose peace, Captain? Millie watched the alien ship disappear into FTL, its crystalline hull fracturing light one final time before vanishing. They will, because now they know the truth. Humans don't survive by being the strongest or the fastest. We survive by being the most adaptable, the most cunning, and the most willing to do whatever it takes to protect our own. And by having really good poker faces, Casper added with a slight smile. That too, Lieutenant, that too. In the depths of space, humanity's greatest deception had finally been revealed, and the galaxy would never look at the small, clever apes from Earth the same way again.